Yeah, man. And as you say that, I don't think that actually came through, but we are live because it's the pre-show for the Drip podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
What's up, everybody?
space above my head.
There's always space above your head. Guys, if you're coming in right now, listening watching the VOD on YouTube, just go ahead and fast forward about 20 minutes or so, maybe a little bit less this time around, and you'll see the starting of the podcast itself. I stopped doing chapters. Sorry, I should do chapters again. It's just a lot of work, man. For like maybe 4 people who utilize them. I don't know. If you utilize chapters, let me know.
No chapters. Search for it. Search for what you're looking for.
What are you talking? Oh, you mean like
scrub? The chapters. Gotcha. Yeah, we don't want the chapters. We need them to look. We need the watch hours, man. We need them.
Guys. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. So before I forget, also tonight we're gonna do. This is Drip Side. Actually, Drip, you go ahead and explain or what we're doing tonight.
We are doing it's draft night, so we're gonna do our own draft. We're gonna do a draft of Zelda characters. We're gonna do a starting 5.
A starting 5.
We're gonna do a starting 5. We're gonna pick our teams, and I mean that's basically it. There's really not a lot to tell.
Well, I mean, I think I come to the determination that it's gonna be a starting 5 for a basketball team, right?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Just a starting. You need a strong
team.
Starting 5. You just pick whatever you want to pick.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. You keep saying that like it's nothing. A strong starting 5 for what? To eat mac and cheese?
To be a good Zelda team. Okay?
Of what?
That's all you need to know. You're diving in way too deep here. We'll say a basketball team. That's fine.
I'm going to make my team based off basketball because I'm gonna make into effect the arena size that they're in. I'm gonna make it affect their abilities to do anything, movement, fast, slow. Fat, tall, large, all of them. Basketball. That's the parameter. You have to have parameters. Otherwise, what are you even doing?
Whatever you say.
Yeah. What?
My team's gonna be stacked.
I like this guy because he's the cutest toy, and then I like this one because I like his buttons, and then this one I want to pick him because he has small hands. He can fit his hand in a cookie jar, and then this one I picked because I think he's cute.
I didn't say I was doing that. First off. Doesn't matter. My team's gonna be
stacked. If you don't have parameters, then what are you doing?
I'm building a great Zelda team. That's what I'm doing. One that will beat yours in any sport or getting cookies out of a cookie jar. No matter where they're gonna be, they're gonna win.
That's right.
Whatever it is.
As you're popping in, I know we're doing the filter in section. We kind of gave some information there. Tonight we are doing a draft. Wait, what is this? Here comes our $70 DLC. Hello, what's up, Samantha? Yes, we're doing a draft tonight, as Drip said a second ago. You may or may not have heard. It'll be a lot of fun. We're gonna draft Zelda characters. We have a little tier list situation. You guys will be able to see it on screen. Gonna do our best to make it for audio content as well. But it should be a fun time. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Got the Zelda lo-fi tunes happening. Dude's a monster. Dude's a monster. Expansion. Is he trolling or is he? Is that like in reference? I know it's reference to DLC. Is it expansion? Is expansion like better than DLC? Because that's not a bad. That's not a bad word to describe what's going on with Tears of the Kingdom.
No, it's a terrible word to describe it.
It's an expansion of Breath of the Wild.
No, it's not.
But like not in a DLC way.
No, it is a sequel. It is a sequel. In every way, it is a sequel. We'll get into it. Don't worry.
I mean, I agree with you. I'm just trying to.
I know you do, but expansion is not correct. DLC is very much incorrect.
Yes, every month you'll have to pay $70 for play 2.
Oh yeah, every month. I'm gonna be beating it the first month then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well, easy peasy. You'll beat it in the first month. Is my mic still effed up? I feel like it's been up. I'm gonna just raise the volume. Is that gonna do anything? Not really.
Yeah.
I forgot to check this beforehand. Filters. Is my? I don't
want me to listen?
No, because it's very minor. It was a very minor complaint I had with my mic last week. Compressor. Add a compressor. That might fix my problems. Live editing of my microphone is always a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. How do I sound, everybody?
You sound okay. You sound good.
Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test.
I just listened to it. You sound fine.
Test. It's more of the levels compared to my voice and your voice. That's what. It's not really the sound of it. It's the
All right, hang on. Just keep talking.
Yeah. The big blue bear jumped over the big blue house. Testing 1, 2.
I'm a little loud.
You see, you're not. I'm soft. That's the problem. I don't know why. I've been soft last podcast and now this one.
Okay. Well,
I turned my mic up by like 5 decibels. I have a compressor on now. There's nothing much I can really do. Testing 1, 2, 3. I suppose I could turn you down. That might help a little bit.
yeah, I'm pretty loud. I sounded pretty sharp in these
You're
headphones.
not. I wouldn't say you're sharp, but
Piercing.
well, that's your mic. Have you ever heard your microphone before? It's very treble heavy.
I have heard it. Yeah, believe it or not, I've heard it once or twice.
All right, I turned you down. What about say something?
Hey, check 1, 2, check.
You're gonna be You're still gonna be a little bit louder than me, but I think it's a lot closer now.
That's
Perfect.
closer.
I think the expansion is better than DLC, but I get it.
Got the Nintendo. Yeah.
I got the Nintendo voucher and got TOTK and the dig.
What's the dig?
You hear? You dig?
I did the same thing, but I had to rebuy. I got Tears of the Kingdom, then I had to rebuy Mario 3 World, Bowser's Fury, which is worth it. I sold the physical copy, but I always wanted, I wanted to get it back eventually, just digital.
Yeah. You made a good choice. That's a great game. Absolutely great game.
Digital Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion is great as well. I think it's still, honestly, to this day, one of the best games on the Switch.
If you guys have not liked the stream already, please, oh please, do us a favor and pop that like onto the screen. That would be a wonderful thing for us as we try to grow this channel. Thank you. I have not decided when the giveaway is going to happen, but we have finally achieved 500 subscribers. I believe that we mentioned this on Monday's podcast. But for those of you who haven't heard the news, we have reached 500 subscribers. That Lothwing amiibo will be given away. I'm debating on whether giving it away, like, let's just say next week, or maybe we give it away, like Tears of the Kingdom podcast that Thursday. What say you about that?
I was talking to Alexa. What?
I know. Giving away the amiibo. You think next week? You think we're gonna do it?
I thought you said we were doing it this week.
Did I say that on Monday?
I thought you did. When it happened, the next podcast.
I might have said that, and whoops.
I thought that's what you said.
It's possible I said that.
Unsubscribe, $4.99. Switch Corner.
It's actually, hey dickhead, it's actually 501. So like we'd still be at 500. So actually, I think unless somebody else unsubscribed.
No, someone unsubscribed. It was at 500 when I just looked.
God,
I turned on our studio thing. I looked at it. Yeah, someone did.
Okay, that's fine. Well, unsubscribes are gonna happen. So fine, Alex.
It's all right. It hit 500. It doesn't matter. It hit 500. That's the point.
We hit 500. The number got there. We got there.
I saw it.
Oh dang! What up? What's up, Paradise Puddles?
Oh dang!
Guys,
dang, what up?
Since we get unsubscribes like that, do you guys want to share the podcast? We get more subscribers. That'd be great. Also, more people chance to win. More people. Actually, more people would be the less chance for you. So maybe you shouldn't share this podcast. I don't. That's a business decision for you individually as a person. So you decide whether you should share this podcast or not.
I think you should share it. If you share it, prove that you shared it, and you get 2 entries.
I guess Drip's calculating then. That's gonna be a nightmare.
Yep.
I get if you tweet at us that you have successfully shared out, that's not a bad idea. If you tweet at
I know
Drip
it's
G,
not. That's why I said it.
If you tweet at DripDreeve with a screenshot proof that you shared it on, like, I don't know, your personal Facebook or your Discord group you're in or Twitter, not just retweet, but like you just, I don't know, whatever, you'll get an extra entry. I'll make sure to count up all these votes. Don't worry. If you entered, I'm going to get you in there, no matter how long it takes. And by the way, and just in case this wasn't already obvious, it's going to be free shipping. So all you need to do is you need to give your address, and then the shipping is on me. So I should say us. So all good.
Yeah. Listen,
shut up, Alex.
It's a very easy, simple to follow 14-step process that anybody can repeat. Okay, it's totally fine. This is not a big deal. It's fine.
Alex, listen, man. it's not as simple as comment and win, all right? That's true. However, it's all I said was, I suggest you do all these other things because, you know, the only real entry is the retweet of the tweet. And then but obviously, and proof of subscription. You got to be subscribed, you know. It's got to be subscribed. You gotta, come on. What are you doing? Again, please like the stream if you haven't already. I see there's 12 people in here and only 4 likes. Now, I like you guys a lot, but listen, I'd like you less if you didn't like the stream while you're here. Just saying. I'm just saying. All right.
Oh, really quickly, since you forgot yours, I'll do mine really quick. Beer of the week, Summer Shandy, the good stuff. It's warm out there.
What a great choice, man.
It's so good, dude.
Although I'm surprised you chose Summer Shandy over Berry Weiss.
Okay, they didn't have it down at the Kroghetto. I would have had to go to Krogucci for that.
I was gonna say, did you go to Gucci? Because Gucci got it all.
No, I didn't. That's far, man. It's so far.
It is compared. I mean, for you.
I'm not going all the way over there. But Summer Shandy's good, man. This stuff is nice.
Yeah.
It's real nice.
You should like,
you know,
you should
warm out.
When's the last time you hung out with Dudes of Monster?
Oh my God. It's been a long time since we've hung out like in person. Yeah.
We should go get a beer when I come out to see you. We should go get a beer with Dudes of Monster.
For sure.
Dudes of Monster.
Yeah, I mean he's you know he's in my hometown.
In the area.
Like right over there. Yeah. We could totally do that. 100%.
The Dudes of Monster. I'm gonna be out there in West Virginia in July. Late July, mid to late July. So keep a heads up for that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's probably gonna be a work night for you though. I think I'm coming out to West Virginia during like the week. It's the greatest DLC or the greatest game to test Divine Time. That's right.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
That one girl says, "Don't forget to like the video chat." Yes, like the video.
Like the video chat. There's punctuation there. You failed. Nice try. You failed.
Yeah. Well,
you blew it.
I just read it like it said it.
Hey guys, are we ready? Guys, did you already hear? Did you not hear the good news? Drip, wait a second. You're not gonna hear it, but the stream will. Okay, ready for this, guys? And with the 14th selection of the Drip and Geeb draft, Drip has selected meat and potatoes. I don't know. So that's the draft sound. We're doing a draft tonight. Is that too loud? Hold on, don't say anything. I think that might be the perfect volume. It's not too loud, not too soft. Oh wait, I don't have the chat bot on. I don't think it's gonna work. Let's see.
Oh, that's cool. I can't wait to do the draft. Oh, that's
the draft.
So cool.
Sorry, Kenny. I still have not set up the commands correctly for this channel yet. My biz.
Oh, that one works on my YouTube now.
Oh, shut up.
Just saying.
You know. Actually, here's something funny. You don't need my help. You could actually just do it for the podcast channel.
I could do it right now.
I could literally do it
right now.
But you haven't. Don't put this on me, Drip. It's on both of us.
I mean, I'll do it right now if you want me to. You want to do Nightbot?
Sure, Nightbot. Done. Okay, if you're doing it, do whatever you want. Just give me the login. So I can make commands.
It's the same thing. I mean, it should just be. I should just be able to touch the thing.
That's true. I can make it happen for Uncle Geeb. Hey, dude's a monster. You're gonna be real disappointed. I'm not that cool.
Nice, pretty cool.
That's right, Alex. Fuck you. Bryce
Log
Young.
in with YouTube.
Who's Bryce Young, Adam? I don't know who Bryce Young is. I'm sorry. I've failed you. Yes, Kenny, I like the stream. That's right. Kenny, I like your profile picture because nobody knows what that is except for me. And maybe a car person.
Never mind. I can't do it.
That's fine. You don't have to. I didn't think you'd actually do it. Did you see? You're a car guy. Do you see Kenny's profile picture? It's really hard. It's small, obviously, but you see it? Get those readers on.
Is that like a 90s Chevy Camaro?
That's exactly what it is. What year?
Oh, hell, I don't know.
Come on, you can do it.
98.
Oh, so close.
97.
So close. No. I believe it's a 96. That I'm not 100% sure about.
Yeah, okay.
You know what it is? 96,
yeah.
The
Come
V6
on, whatever.
The T-top. The T-top was goated. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I know that front end, man.
I figured a car guy would, but I just honestly thought you might just get it wrong. Just like, because that's such a hard thing. It's so small.
I can see it clear as day. It is small. About as big as my.
That thing worked better as a lawn ornament than it did a car. That's why he.
That's a nice lawn ornament too. It's very, very nice.
Not according to my
beautiful.
father. Not according to my father.
Yeah, well, if it's in your lawn, it's like, come on.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have a lawn. He put it. It was technically wasn't on the lawn. It was parked out next to the lawn. But you know, all the same.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, a Bama QB about to go number 1. Damn. Oh, that's right. The draft's tonight. I forgot. Ready. The draft. And for the first selection of the 2023 NFL Draft. Oh, I was gonna do. I forgot. I was gonna put cheers in for when you made your selection, and I didn't make a cheers sound effect.
I have one. Nobody will be able to hear it. I have one on my board here, but
If you turn it, how? But they should be able to hear it. Why shouldn't they be able to hear it? If it's connected, if your mic input is that input,
it's not.
why isn't it?
Because I have things weird here. Okay,
Oh my God.
that's why.
And listen, I'm not even gonna fix your stuff. I'm not.
This
even gonna fix your
is
stuff,
my
but
system, and it all
It's a
works.
broken
I like the
system.
way it works.
That car ran perfectly fine until I took out the trans. Well, why'd you take out the trans? Why'd you do that?
Yeah,
Probably
I
because
mean,
it was broke.
Yeah, you don't take the transmission.
With the first selection of the Kenny Lasky car, whatever.
It's the transmission.
Is the transmission. It's gotta go. Well,
Oh, that's
all right,
good.
you want to do a podcast?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready.
Yeah, is this 20 minutes? Oh, it's always about 20 minutes, man. I got it on the nosy every time, man. And this time I said a little bit less, and it's been about 16 minutes since we started. It's literally exactly what I said. A little bit less in 20 minutes. All right, let's get this music pause. I should pull up the pod notes
That's what I'm doing right now.
so I can see what just to have a framework of what we're doing tonight. Sweet. Get this. And I'm going to get the pre. Look at me. I'm a professional. Get the pre-show.
God, you are killing it tonight,
I
man.
am a master.
You're on
of-
fire.
I'm on fire. Light 'em up. Light 'em up. Light 'em up. Why is there an Arlo video in here?
You put it in there. I have no
Oh, that's
idea.
right. That was from a while ago. Arlo was talking about Metroid Prime 4. That's not what we're talking
Oh
about.
yeah, I
That's not what
didn't
we're
even.
talking
I don't know when you put that in there, but I didn't even see it until today.
about.
I was like, "What the hell is this?"
when I know it's an important thing, I always at you, so you definitely see it. All right, everybody. What button? What's the button? I think I made buttons today. I think it's 7. We're gonna try this button. This button. Yeah. There's the button, and we're gonna start a podcast right now. You ready for this? Drew Media.
$20 says you fuck it up.
Hey, we're starting. Oh, for me or Alex said
Yeah.
that?
I'm saying that for you.
Well, be quiet. Let's find out.
I do my job every week.
You just ruined it. Shh. This podcast was edited and uploaded by Uncle Geeb Productions. Hey guys, welcome everyone to the Drip G Podcast. I am Uncle Geeb, who's $20 richer, and with me this week is Drip Media Gaming. We record this podcast live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, or anywhere you can find a podcast. You can also watch our video podcast over on youtube.com/DripGeeb. Drip. Pay up, brother. Pay up. I'm getting cocky about it. Let me shoot a jump shot. Score! And with this selection of the Drip G Podcast, Drip Media fails. Everybody, how we doing?
I didn't fail. I did what I was supposed to do. You did your job correctly this week. Good job.
Oh,
Fantastic.
thank you.
Very
I
happy.
will take the pats on the back. I deserve every pat of the back that is required of all time. I'm the man. What are you flapping over there?
I patted you on the back.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate the patting of the backs. Guys, we have an episode for you. Shocker. That's why you're listening. That's why you're here. This week, guys, actually it was yesterday. It was that would be Wednesday, the 26th. Then there was some embargo lifted, and a bunch of news outlets and some YouTubers decided to release some gameplay that Nintendo apparently invited these people to. I believe one was in New York. There's like in-person
Yes.
gaming session, New York, and
Yes.
then what was not Tokyo?
It was Nintendo Europe was the other one.
Nintendo Europe. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
in those two places, excuse me, I have to belch. You take over for a second.
I don't know where you were going with that. We'll just wait
Sorry.
on you. You good?
Sorry. Yeah, so it was a big burp. I had to let it happen. So yeah, some YouTubers, excuse me, were invited to and marketing people and stuff like that. We're invited to Tokyo, not Tokyo. I'm messing this up. Nintendo Europe. The burp has thrown me completely off my game.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got some new information. We saw some new stuff with Tears of the Kingdom. And honestly, I didn't see a whole
You
lot
didn't
of
see it. That's okay. This is what I want to know. I know that you didn't watch it and you're like, I don't want to see it. How am I supposed to talk about this without telling you about it?
Because I listened to your video and I've heard a lot about it.
You listened to my, okay, so you
Yeah.
actually heard the audio from, okay, so I can talk about the things that I said in my video.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes, you can.
cool. Well, that makes it a little easier then. That's great.
Yeah,
That's
I
wonderful.
know what's
That's gonna
happening.
make-
I just don't want to see it, man. I just don't want to see it. I want to wait.
But
It's a-
why?
Listen, if someone told you you're gonna die one day, you would go, yeah, of course, I'm gonna die one day. Do you need to see your death happen, or like you just?
I don't
I'm
know,
good.
man. They didn't
I'm
show a
good.
whole.
I'm
It
gonna
wasn't
die.
like a whole crazy lot, like a whole big thing more. It was just more stuff that got me pumped. That's
Yeah,
all it
more-
was.
Yeah. I think for the most part, we're showcasing what we've already seen, right? I mean, we saw some of the
Yeah,
new abilities in action.
there was, they kind of showed some gameplay of like going up and mostly like abilities in action.
Yeah.
Going into like a little bokoblin stronghold area.
Yeah.
We saw one of those boss bokoblins. They fought that thing, which was cool. We got to look at the tower. A little bit better look at the tower, but
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. My guess is the way they had this thing set up, and it's like, well, Nintendo said we're not allowed to show you this part, so we're gonna skip it. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
we need to get to this tower, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna fight this thing, but now we have to skip stuff, and then it's like, okay, now they're in the Sky Islands. Like, I wonder what the tower was for.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened there. Like, it's pretty clear the towers send you up into the sky. I would
forget
imagine that is
which-
a quick travel to the sky.
Which news outlet was it they got in trouble? They got their video taken down today.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see anything about that.
RGT posted a video. It was one of the big ones. IGN.
Somebody
maybe?
may have been Game Explain. Was it? I
No.
don't know. I saw somebody. Maybe it was IGN. I don't know. Somebody had a video of Link being shot up into the sky, and I was like,
Really?
that was in nobody else's video. It didn't show where he came from, but I mean, he was just cruising up
Yeah.
into the sky. Yeah, I didn't see that anywhere else. That may have been what it was. I can't remember where I saw that yesterday, but I did see that. And actually, one of the comments I think was, "There's no way they were allowed to show that first clip," because it was like the very first thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I haven't seen that." But then it's like, I mean, clearly, he's been shot out of that tower into the sky, right? It's got.
Yeah.
Well, we better
listen,
be careful, man. Nintendo's going to take this podcast down if we're not
we're
careful.
simply just talking about maybe things we've seen potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a couple weeks ago podcast, man. Or actually, that was last week's because
It was last week,
we
yeah.
had a weird week this week. We had a podcast on Monday. That was we don't usually do that, but I wanted to get that Pokemon content out there for you guys. Those seem to do well for some particular reason on the channel. I mean, neither of us are really big Pokemon fans, but like they always do well. I don't know, man.
People do like Pokemon.
The analytics talk, man. So maybe we should do more Pokemon. Even though like nobody in this chat really likes Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken. I know that one girl likes some, but and those of you listening at home, I might make that a comment for this week's poll. Do we even like Pokemon here? I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm just joking, but
my kids do.
no, I played 115 hours in 2 weeks, man. I like Pokemon now.
Okay.
I
mean, it's
but
all right.
yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. So, okay, so we'll just get right to it. So you made a video, basically reacting to stuff we saw in other people's videos that was recorded at
Okay.
these events.
Okay, that's basically what the video was. But I kind of wanted to be like, I was kind of thinking yesterday, like I need an angle. I need an angle
Yeah,
on this
of
video. So I was like, I'll just go with the the title thumbnail. We'll go with like the DLC thing. Like, oh
Tried and
yeah.
true.
Like this is it DLC really? Like, I don't know. But yeah, the angle I took was that I'm like, nobody's talking about that anymore. Like it might fire some people up or maybe question, people would look at it and be like, "Oh, what's that?"
We talked about it not too long ago.
We did.
Hence the sequel.
I figured
in the
at this
thumbnail.
yeah, I figured at this point everyone has seen what we've seen. Okay, this is a lot. Like this is a lot of stuff. Like clearly this is a sequel, like very clearly with what we're getting here. But I didn't think that is what my comment section would be full of. I thought it would be people like, "Oh, you clickbait." No, I only got one of those. Most of the comments are people coming in defending the fact that they think this is just overpriced DLC. And I was mind blown when I saw it. Like I woke up this morning. There were some that came in yesterday, but like when I woke up this morning to look at the comments, I'm like, oh my God, like there's so many of these. And people are pissed. There are a few where some people actually thought, clearly didn't watch the video. Clearly did not watch the video and thought that I was saying that it was $70 DLC. This one guy straight cussed me out. He was mad. He was extremely mad.
Believe it or not, Drip, you may or may not know this about people, but they actually don't even watch the video that you
This
make.
guy definitely did not. There's
just
no way this guy watched the video.
They look at the title and they go, you know what? This is something I want to complain about today. And
all caps. They called me a joke.
You click on the video and then they pause it immediately. So they
what
can't
else did he
anything.
say?
And then they just make nasty comments.
Ridiculous to see a grown man whine and complain on YouTube about all this stuff, especially a Nintendo game. LOL.
I love how people.
That's just the last part. There's much more to it than that.
Yeah, I bet. May I sidebar for a second?
Yeah.
I love how there. Listen, I want to acknowledge that there are plenty of Nintendo games that are for kids. Like, let's be honest, Miitopia. For babies.
Okay,
for
dude,
babies.
Let's not start that again. Let's not go there.
Mario Party for not babies.
Shut up, dude. Mario Party's awesome.
Because when we were babies, we loved it and we still love it. That's different.
No, I still love Mario. Dude, Mario Party for real?
Can I?
What a great time.
May I sidebar alone, please?
I hate this sidebar.
I think that it's made for babies, but we still love it.
You're a baby.
It's literally made for babies. It's still playable for adults, but it's made for babies. I think that's not even that controversial.
I think that's ridiculous, but go ahead.
I can't think like some of the Yoshi games are kind of babyish, although
those are for the younger generation. Yes.
I have not made this aware to you guys yet, but Mrs. Geeb and I are in the process of beating Woolly World on the Wii U. And
Woolly World is better than
I've heard that. That's why we found it for like $25 physical in a store out in Philly area last year when we
Crafted World kind of looks like shit too. It's really blurry.
Yeah, I've seen my nephew play Crafted World and I don't like it that much. But
Woolly
World
great.
looks, the yarn is amazing. I love that art style. But anyway, we're playing it. We're playing it. We're getting really frustrated. Is Megaboy yelling at me? Oh, God.
No, definitely not.
Megaboy is yelling at me in the chat. Stop reading the chat, Drip. The podcast going on. But yeah, no. So we're playing. Shut up, Drip. We're playing. That wasn't me. Megaboy. We're playing Woolly World, and we're actually like really frustrated by it because there's lots of. You'd think like I say that it's made for babies, right? You'd think that as well because it's a Yoshi game and Crafted World's definitely made for babies. I've seen my nephew play it. But listen, hold on a second. Woolly World's hard. Like we're trying to 100% it. It's really hard to 100%.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff.
Frustrating.
There's some stuff in the newer one that's like a little frustrating if you're trying to 100% it. But for the most part, you can breeze through it.
No, we can breeze through it, but we're trying to 100% it. We're like, this is for babies. We're gonna 100% it. There's no way two grown adults can't 100% this baby game. And
well, guess what?
It's been really frustrating.
That means it's not for babies.
I mean, to 100%. I don't know. Maybe that's what that. All I'm saying is there are a lot of sidebar completed. There are a lot of games that are actually no. That was a sidebar within the sidebar. My regular sidebar was that. Yes, there's a lot of games that are for children that Nintendo makes, but listen, Nintendo's games are not for kids anymore. It's not just like a kid friendly. People think that because it's not God of War graphics, because it's not Xbox and PS5 graphics. They automatically assume it's for babies, and it really makes me upset when I hear people talk about it like that. Because I'm kind of one of those people. I wasn't like actively yelling at people saying you're playing Nintendo, you're a baby. Like my brother-in-law had it, and I never made fun of him or nothing. But like I thought in the back of my mind, like maybe You know, he's playing this game.
Maybe he wears diapers. Maybe he
Nintendo
drinks
game.
out of bottles.
Maybe he wears diapers. I don't know.
Maybe he only wears diapers and blue T-shirts.
That's right.
Maybe.
I don't know. He's suddenly his name is Tommy, and he's talking to Tommy Pickles.
I'm glad you picked that up. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, so Nintendo games, I've learned over these past few years, especially freaking Zelda games. I mean, listen, they're not for kids, and this notion that Nintendo makes games for children needs to die. It's just
they make games for everybody.
They make games for exactly, Drew. They make
games for everyone.
For everybody. Yes, they
just
do.
about every Nintendo game is a level that a child can enjoy and an adult can enjoy in some form or fashion. Even if even if a kid wants to play Breath of the Wild, a young kid like my 7-year-old could play Breath of the Wild. Now, would she complete the game?
Yeah,
that's a whole nother thing. But she'd probably still have fun running around playing and killing stuff and looking around and finding they're accessible to everybody.
For sure. No, yeah. Anyway, my sidebar's over. But yeah, you were reading comments. I think that's what brought up this sidebar.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's comments I get all the time. Yeah, I mean, people.
Yeah.
Especially over a Nintendo game is what he finished with. But I get that all the time. Like Nintendo games for babies anyway. Why are you even talking about this? Like, why? Why are you even watching my video? If you think that anyway.
It's like a woman who's good with tools. Like you're pretty good with tools for a woman. It's like that backhanded compliment of like,
asshole.
What are you talking about, you asshole? Like, women can use tools too. You live in.
Yeah.
I slick my hair back with gel, and I go to work with my pants tucked up to my nipples, and I jazz music. Oh yeah, it's 1950s.
That was my greaser music, not jazz music.
Oh, greaser. I mean, that's not quite where I was going.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, similar era. Yeah.
Yeah.
They still kind of did
whatever. Anyway, yeah, not the point. The point is the comments were not where I thought they were going to be. I really thought it was just going to be people mad because I clickbaited them. And I didn't even really clickbait them. Like if you read the title and listen to the video, they go right together. Like it's not clickbait at all, really. But some people got mad because they thought I was on the side of it actually being DLC. But then there were a ton of people in there actually defending it being DLC,
like way more than you would have ever expected.
I didn't even think that was going to be a thing at this point. Like after what we've seen and what we know about this game, like the facts. The fact is this. Here's what's going on here. The fact is, anybody who's calling this game at this point now way early, because I'll agree, early. I was not quite happy with the marketing and the amount of information we got, and I'm talking early, not like a month ago. I'm talking like early. You could maybe make the case. Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, what are they adding? Like we don't know anything. Like, oh, it's just a story, because just another story, that would be a form of DLC, an extra piece of story. That's DLC, correct? They do that all the time. Let's see, a Spider-Man on PS4. Yeah. The DLC for that has another chunk of story in it. It's fine. Yeah. Same game though, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man doesn't move any different. Nothing changes. City's the same. It's just more story.
You plop a couple gigabyte file on top of your file that you already got, and boom, you got a little extra story.
My point is, at this point, anybody saying this is DLC either doesn't know what DLC is or just wants to be loud on the internet. Because there's no mistaking this unless you really just don't understand what DLC is. You're looking for shit to bitch about on Twitter. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all this is.
YouTube comments.
Yeah, YouTube comments, whatever. Just a place to complain and start problems and be a troll. That's all it is at this point. Either that, or you just don't know what DLC is. You don't understand what this is. I've done a lot of research on DLC today because I saw all these comments. I'm like, I really want to get to the bottom of all of this and really kind of explain the difference, because I'm going to make a whole video on this tomorrow. And for all the trolls, For all the trolls, I'm gonna title it really nice for him too, so they all just have to click on it. They won't be able to resist. It's gonna be hilarious.
I'll let you keep going. I just want to bring up your attention to a poll that we put up about 13 days ago, Drip, when we did this other episode. 13 days ago, I put a poll up at 83 votes. Thank you guys for voting the polls. I really appreciate it. Do you think any Zelda Tears of the Kingdom doubters still exist after the final trailer? Basically, this poll was released right around the DLC.
Right when the trailer, the final trailer.
So the options were yes, no, or I'm a hater. So you just give you haters an outlet to express your hate. We had 73%, only 73%. I'm sorry. I mean, rephrase that. Not only 73% of people said that yes, there are still going to be doubters. That actually surprises me, especially at the time. I'm like, there's no way when we get all this extra information like we did at that time, how could people still think there's going to be doubters? And I would have voted no if it was me. But only 20% said no, and 6% were haters. But we don't talk about them. But 20% of people were. I was turns out to be the minority of everything, and they were right. People were right. I was wrong.
Oh, that's the thing.
There's still a lot of
doing it
doubters.
just to do it, and that's the thing. I would say this too. This is I talked about this earlier today too, because I was talking about these comments and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah. Like, and the person I was talking to was like, once they play the game, they're not going to say that. And I look at these comments and I'm like, these people aren't playing this game. These people have no intention of playing this game whatsoever. They are literally here to talk shit. That is the only reason they are here, because you should see it. Some of the stuff. Like some of the comments, and my comment section doesn't normally go real crazy. There's one comment that has like 15 replies, and it's just people in there fighting, just back and forth, back and forth. There's like 3 or 4 people in there and it's still going right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, these people are going to play this game. I don't know. I want to talk about this whole DLC thing. Like, let's just set the record straight here. We're going to go. I want to talk about just DLC in general, okay?
Sure.
And I think a lot of the problem is that people are saying that, well, we know they're haters, but let's just say people would look at this and say this is DLC. We've been pretty spoiled with certain kinds of DLC. Like,
I assume you have some examples.
I do have some examples. One, a huge one. Let's look at the size of something like Monster Hunter Rise, the Sunbreak DLC.
That is a great example because
that's huge. It's massive.
Absolutely massive. I haven't even played it, so I'm not like I'm going to sit here and pretend like I have, but I do know for a fact when you release DLC that people don't review as shit immediately, and it is $40, that was worth it.
That one's massive, but let's go back to the fundamentals of DLC.
Yeah, just like more basic.
The gameplay is still the same. The general mechanics of the game are still there. Yes. The foundation of the game has not changed whatsoever. There's just more shit.
Yeah, it's Monster Hunter with an amazing coat of paint. No, I shouldn't even say paint.
It's just more. It's just more.
Yeah, let's just keep it simple. That's really what it is. It's more of the same.
And then, now this is one that I didn't play this, but I know it was huge. The Octo expansion for
Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 2 was huge, was big. It brought a lot of new stuff to the game, but again, fundamentals of the game didn't change. It was not Splatoon 3. It was not. That was DLC for that game. So now those are examples of like big DLCs. Another one too. Another one actually. What's the other one? Oh, I don't know if you remember this, but I think they put one in the new Forza Horizon 2. I think it's something different, but they had a Lego thing in Forza Horizon 4.
I did not know that.
It was like a whole new part of like the island or whatever, and you could go there and like race like Lego looking cars. But guess what? Just more, and it was big. It was big. It's just more game, different cars, different skins. Now, are you saying the fundamentals of Tears of the Kingdom changed?
Yeah, I think you're gonna get. You're probably gonna get there.
Am, and I'm gonna get there. Yeah. Okay, but I want to go back to like what regular DLC was. Okay.
Okay.
Just think about these smaller DLC packs that we would get for things like, I don't know, like a multiplayer game. weapons, skins, things like that. But you buy them in DLC pack, right? Maps, right? Sometimes they're free, sometimes they're not. But like little DLC packs is what we used to be. Like that's why I think people look at this and they're like, that's just DLC. Like
right.
We've been spoiled with some of the DLC that we've got. I mean, even let's talk about this. The actual DLC for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's huge.
It was expansive. It was, I believe it's called, was that not called an expansion pack?
No.
Or not?
I don't know. It was DLC. I don't remember what it's called.
I think they actually called it an expansion DLC, if I'm not mistaken.
Whatever. Yeah, maybe they did. I don't remember what it's called.
But like, because they literally extended the game. Like, there was basically a game within the game.
Yeah, there was more stuff to do. DLC.
Yeah.
Same map. Nothing changed.
Yeah.
You had the same stuff, same weapons. Well, they did add one weapon, but that was
the DLC weapon.
The one hit obliterator thing, yeah.
That was just a quest you needed for a quest.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying everything was the same. The map was the same. They added a couple things here and there. Like there was something in the sky that I won't spoil for you. One thing. They added a few things. Not make an entirely new game. Now, I think the big thing is people are hung up like, oh, it's the same map, same art style, same link.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. That's crazy to me because what was the game I was talking about earlier? And I don't play this game, but I was just looking up games that use the same maps. And the Yakuza series.
Yes.
I guess I don't know if this is 100% true because I read it on the internet, may be wrong, but it said like every one of those games except for one of them, maybe the newest one, is on the same exact map. But
you told me about that earlier. Yeah.
Nobody calls that DLC. They're new games. They're numbered games in a series.
They have their little subset of non-fans who bicker about it, but I know your point is valid. I mean,
either way,
nobody's out here like saying take down the Yakuza series. They're scamming us.
Now, okay, I want to go. I don't know. I mean, just the different kinds of DLC that we've seen kind of have us a little bit. I don't know. We expect a lot with DLC, and then there's another. And actually, we'll get to that before we even get to the other stuff.
Can I just say one thing real fast? Let's play this game real fast. Let's play this game it's DLC. Let's just play the game for a second. It's worth every bit of $70 as DLC. If they said that they're offering a $70 expansion to Breath of the Wild, the Tears of the Kingdom pack, and it was $70 and what we've seen already is what we've seen, no, people would be like, this is crazy, that $70 DLC, but I bet you nobody, when they actually play it, is going to go, this wasn't worth every penny. Like, if they were to split it up, right? Pokemon style. We got, not quite Pokemon style, but, we got $35 DLC right here for Breath of the Wild, half of it, and it's basically what I'm saying is split Tears of the Kingdom in half, $35 DLC, $35 DLC, two packs. It would be, people would be drooling to play it. And
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. This is interesting. Do you think that less people would be saying, oh, it's DLC, if the only thing that we had in this game, in the new game, was just the sky? If the bottom was gone and we were all on these islands and it was just up there, which would have been less content than we're getting, because we're getting a ton more content probably than we got in Breath of the Wild, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Things to do, there's double the area almost. Underneath the ground, above the ground. What if it was just the Sky Islands and that was the new game? Kind of like a Skyward Sword type thing. Do you think anybody would say anything about it being DLC if you just took out that Hyrule down there?
No, because they got rid of the
people
map below.
would be happier with less content.
Yes.
Just because you're not using the same base, base, not the same map, the same base of the map. Yeah. Because we've seen 10, 15, 20, 30 areas of this map already that are different. There's caves.
We're getting
there's
into
all kinds of stuff that's different.
We're getting into like people psychology at this point. Like,
well, yeah, I just think it's interesting to talk about.
Because I think you're totally right. I think people would totally be I keep saying totally. People would be absolutely fine. They would have been fine if they just would have seen an expansive sky area as a new game called Tears of the Kingdom with absolutely no floor to stand on the bottom. It was all just in the sky. I think they would have been happier with that because that's how people work. They're just held up on these details, these small details, which like it's the same map, and they're not realizing is it's this. Yeah, it is the same map. But it's different. They've changed
there's
things.
Tons of stuff. And let's go into that a little bit. Yeah, there's Koroks. You think those Koroks are just going to be in the same places?
Yeah, same places and the same puzzles.
Like of course. You think every single thing that's there right now should be this like, oh, I remember doing this. Let's go do that again. You really think that's going to happen?
And listen,
no.
that's minor. That's minor. Like, let's forget the Koroks, man. And again,
I don't care about it.
People psychology, they're held up on this idea that I saw a Korok, so the Koroks are back, and I don't like that. It's the same game.
I will say that is one thing I wish they would have done something different with. It's fine. I know they're going to be different.
We don't know
different
yet,
places.
dude.
Well,
we don't know what they've done with Koroks.
We do. We don't know. We saw it. Yeah, they're talking about the same thing. They hand you a seed. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do with the seeds? Weapon slots again?
Yeah, it looks like it because it says, "Oh, you have what's his name?
Hetsu.
He's like, "Oh, you haven't met him yet, but when you do, give him this." That's what he says. It's the same thing.
You haven't met him yet? What do you mean you haven't met him?
That's what it said in the little dialogue box.
That's a story spoiler. What do you mean? We've already met him in Breath of the Wild.
Okay, well, this one says that you haven't or haven't seen him yet or whatever. I'm just intrigued. You don't know where he's at. Yeah. He's somewhere else, clearly.
Okay. Yeah.
So yes, we're giving them to him for something. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Which
all right. So we do know.
That is the same thing.
Fair enough. We do know.
We do know.
Same thing. But I know people complain about Korok. So people are just gonna complain. I didn't like him anyway. Yeah, I didn't like him. Anyway, I liked. It was something to do. It was fun. I try to get 900 of them? No. I'm not my crazy fiance who did that.
That's insane.
But I think it's fun. It was fun. I'm not against Koroks. I understand it was basically busy work of a game. I get it.
Yeah, I mean it's extra stuff.
It's just content, man. It's content. Right. We don't have to. Do we have to like everything about it? Do we have to love every breathtaking moment of Breath of the Wild? We have to absolutely love. It was perfect from perfection from top to bottom. 100% game, best game. 100%, 100 out of 100 rating. Like no. Like, there can be some things that we don't like about it, okay? It's okay. Person who's complaining on the internet, it's okay. Take a breath. Go grab a tasty cake. Get yourself a cheesecake. A cheesesteak. Listen, do all the things. It's fine.
All right.
We're good.
So I want to go back to about the fundamentals of the game that have changed. And I don't mean the engine. Clearly, this is built off of the Breath of the Wild engine. No one is saying that it's different. What we love about the Breath of the Wild engine,
is every Mario game ever. Just saying.
No, that's not true. But what we love about
Mario
the Breath
Kart.
of the Wild engine,
I said Mario, I meant Mario Kart.
Is the physics, right? Like that's the thing. That's the cool thing. It's the physics. The physics are insane. We get those physics, but they took away all four of the big basic tools that we use to manipulate those physics and gave us new ones.
There is no magnesis. There is no stasis.
This gameplay is going to be completely different. Completely different. Everything about this game is going to be different because we are going to be playing it in a completely different style. It's the same map, generally. But they took all the other stuff. Now, you tell me, and I could be wrong, and I'm sure Alex will have some random-ass game he's going to throw in the chat here. You tell me one DLC for any game ever that has taken your base core mechanics away from you and given you new ones. Yeah. Name a DLC that's ever done that.
Like bombs, like the bombs, the stasis, the ice.
I'm just talking about the runes. Oh, just those.
Right. So all those things that you use in Breath of the Wild, that's the game shtick, man. That's how you play the game. And Nintendo was like, no, you're gonna play the game differently now. We're gonna give you now. Granted, one of them is similar, right? We all know that Recall is similar to stasis. It's okay.
Sort of.
But
And
Ultra
I mean,
Hand
you
is
could say that-
completely different.
You could say that Ultra Hand is kind of like Magnesis, only
Yeah, but
honestly
kinda,
way better.
It's
Like,
half
way
of
better.
Magnesis. It's half
Yeah.
of Magnesis.
Right.
And they gave you a second half to it, which is now you stick things together with magic Zonai glue.
You build things. Yeah. I mean, it's there's so many different things, and not only that, like, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the stuff,
It's a trailer.
We're
no
getting-
spoilers.
we're
Oh,
getting
this new
two
stuff.
more. We're getting two more.
Yeah.
There's another part of the Ultra Hand. It had 3 hands on it.
Yep.
And then there was a slot for the amiibos, which obviously that, and then there was another empty slot, a whole nother one empty that we don't even know about yet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
imagine
get,
that.
we're
We
not
didn't
gonna
know
have
everything from the
we're gonna have
start,
6.
and they're giving us more. Imagine that.
Yeah.
It's not surprising. And people, because that's the other thing that people are the psychology of people here, furthering that old shtick. Like, people are just assuming that we know everything already. Like, we've seen most of the game. It's whatever, it's the same thing, the same map. The Koroks are there. It's not. There's more. We haven't seen everything.
No, we haven't.
There's
and
so
that's
much
another
more.
thing too. There's so much we haven't seen. And I got this comment too, like, oh, it is dead. It's DLC. They said it was DLC. They've already said it was DLC, and they did say it was DLC. Finish the rest of what they said after that, because that was the comment. Well, they already said it was DLC. This was supposed to be DLC for Breath of the Wild. The rest of what they said was we had way too many ideas, and we didn't want to sacrifice those awesome ideas we had for DLC. So we went ahead and made a whole nother game. That's why we got started on another game, because we had so many ideas that we wanted to do with this map and take it to another level. I mean, come on. It's absolutely.
There are different characters in this game. I'm sorry, there are the same character. There are some same characters. There's also new characters, but every character in the game has completely different dialogue. And when you interact with them, they're probably going to be in a different part of the world, or if not, a different spot. Like, it's not like that's the thing when you say the same game. It's very triggering, because it's not. Every character in this game is going to have different dialogue with different, if they are the same, have different dialogue with different things, with different quests, with different everything. They took the bones and put meat on them. There was already meat there. We ate that meat. That's called Breath of the Wild. They regrown the meat on the bones, and it's called Tears of the Kingdom. Yes, it's the same fucking frame.
The grossest deal. That's the grossest analogy I've ever heard. They regrew the meat.
They regrew the meat.
Gross.
Yes,
I'm not eating that.
We can
I'm
argue,
not eating that.
If people want to argue with me and say that, well, it's DLC because of that. No, or sorry. If they want to argue with me because they think that the game is not enough, that it wasn't enough, that it's still that the bones, not changing the bones out for different bones was the reason why I don't like Tears of the Kingdom. First off, you're wrong. But number two, if you want to argue about that, that's fine. But just to attack it and say what? It's DLC, it's just simply not, friends.
Okay, then
Some things in life are
you're
facts.
Right. You're right. And on that point, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, if that's DLC, then all the Mario Galaxy 2 lovers, sorry, Mario Galaxy 2 is DLC.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's DLC, obviously. Yeah. I mean, right? Majora's Mask. Man, that's the same engine, dude.
Yeah, that's the graphics are almost exactly the same, with only slight improvements.
That's totally.
And they added
DLC,
they added the time limit, so it's almost like they knew that you didn't want to play the game for very long, so they put this time limit on it.
Yeah, it's DLC.
And listen.
I mean, I'm being an asshole, but you know what I mean.
Twilight Princess. It's just reskinned Ocarina. We don't need to play this game.
Yeah, it's DLC, dude.
It's DLC.
I mean, I don't know. I've made my point.
Man.
Honestly, I've made my point. I don't really have much else to say on it. I'm gonna make a full video, and I'm gonna invite the trolls. The title,
bring them on. Bring them on.
I'm gonna be baiting them in. I can't wait. Wait till you see the comment section in that one. I'm very excited for this. Very excited.
Yeah. Actually, I want to address this comment real fast from the chat. We don't usually talk to chat very much during the recording session of the podcast, but I think this actually brings up a really good point. I can't pronounce your name. I can't read. Pariah. Pariah says DLC doesn't add hours to the experience. It's not substantial, in your opinion. You can have your opinion. I actually think you're kind of wrong though, because there's been so many good examples, like even with Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild's DLC is hours and hours
of content, and it's not. It's on the borderline of being substantial or not. I would say it is
it's pretty
substantial.
substantial.
That's kind of more. That is definitely more of like an opinion thing. It's not really like factual. But no, what's not fact? What is a fact is that it does add hours of content to a game that already has hours and hours.
Yeah,
of
I mean,
content.
even like I see Alex talking about the most people just care about the length. Honestly, Spider-Man Miles Morales was like deal. I will say that one was. I mean, that was pretty short. It was priced a little bit cheaper because at that point they had gone 70 and it was what 50. I mean, I don't think it was light for 50. When you think about something like, I don't know, Sunbreak DLC, I guess that's a little bit more. That's probably a lot more actually.
Listen, I'm all in favor.
It was 52, I think, right? Originally.
Which one?
Wasn't the Sunbreak DLC 50?
No, I believe 40.
Okay. Well, might have been a little expensive, but I mean, hey, it was good.
That did not last long at all. Like you could now get Sunbreak with the original game bundled together for 40.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Like physical.
Yeah.
You could literally go buy it physical.
They've definitely added that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. We've come so far in this whole DLC thing. People are really spoiled with some of it.
Yes, I think
Just
we are.
These giant expansions to not be a full game, and it's like, that's a game. That's a game. They gave you a whole extra game. It's like Sunbreak is basically a whole nother game. Let's be honest. We haven't even brought this one up. And this is. I know you're going to agree with me on this. The Animal Crossing DLC. That's an entirely new game. That's a whole nother game.
Listen, I didn't play it. I don't like Animal Crossing that much anymore. But listen,
that's a whole other game.
There's, it's a new game. It's not a great game in my opinion. But I mean, for those of you who really like,
awesome.
For those of you who like Animal Crossing and really enjoy the building
Happy
aspect,
Home Paradise
literally
was
is
an
a new
entire game.
In fact, Drip, don't forget about this. It at one point of time was its own spin-off game on the 3DS.
Happy Home
something.
Happy Home, what was it? Happy Home something.
I don't know. But it literally was its own cartridge on the 3DS. So like,
well, it was different though. It was not that game.
But it was
the same. It was based. Yeah, it was based off of that. But yeah, no, it wasn't the same game. But yes, that was sold as its own game. Yes. Yeah, at one point. Yes, that style of game. So, and I mean, dude, that is substantial DLC. I mean, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
Yeah,
I mean, my God, you can literally put as much time as you want in it. 40, 50, 100, 200 hours into it.
Animal Crossing,
go back and redesign all the houses all you want.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We're spoiled with DLC. We look at stuff like that, and
is that not gaming? Or let's not even gaming. Let's just be honest. Our society right now, in general, especially in the States, like we're just spoiled. We got like you expect you give and then you expect more. It's that old saying. What's the old saying where like you give an arm, you get a leg, or what? There's a saying that's something like that where you give some and then they expect more. Like that's I don't know. What
you give an inch and they take a mile.
That's exactly.
Is that what you're looking for?
That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. An arm and a leg.
Yeah, no body parts. We're not doing body parts.
I like meat. Apparently.
We're doing measuring. Yeah, but this whole meat body part thing you're on tonight, I think we should probably just just call it and get into this draft.
Yeah, that's not, it is true in a lot of ways. That saying it's not.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's not.
It is.
It's not a blanket thing for everybody, but it certainly is. Some people out there absolutely. Well, you give them an inch and they will take a full mile. Like you gave them Breath of the Wild, and then you give them Tears of the Kingdom, which maybe isn't a mile in front of Breath of the Wild. It's not with 60 FPS, 4K Zelda like everybody wants, except for not the Zelda fans don't really care about that, but everybody else who's spoiled with God of War and those games.
See that though. Let's talk about that for just 1 second. But you're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's another one too. God of War, Ragnarok, is that DLC? Same engine. Same characters, Aren't they? I mean, I don't know. I didn't play the second one. Are
Not
they in the
open
same
wor-
place?
And it doesn't have the benefit of being an open world that you can always. There's always something else to
That
explore.
DLC, I don't know. We're beating a dead horse at this point.
That's this episode. Literally, it's the sequel to the first episode where we
beat that horse to death, and then we brought it back out and started beating it some more.
Exactly, this horse. It's
We took all the meat off the bones, and then we put more meat on his bones. We regrew it.
I didn't know, like, you didn't really. I didn't know about this. Was it yesterday you told me about this idea, or today? Like, I didn't even realize people were still talking about this fact that it's DLC. It just it blows my mind.
I just wanted to use it as a title. Like, I was just trying to, like, honestly, I was just trying to get some clicks out of it. I didn't think people were talking about it either, but man, comment section was alive with it. So we'll make a second one tomorrow. Don't worry. It's going to be great.
Gotta follow it up. Do you have anything else? I don't have anything else.
Oh, I'm ready to get into the Zelda draft.
That's right, everybody. You want to keep it in the episode?
Sure. Yeah.
This might be a little bit longer an episode. If you guys want to tune out now.
No. After show. We'll put it up as another video. Put it in the after show.
Maybe we'll do it as an episode of podcast as well. We'll see about if I do 2. Well, maybe we could do 2 more content. Why not? But we'll definitely put it up on YouTube as a separate video. That'd be fun. But guys, the recording of this episode is finished. But don't, like I just said, either it's going to be up on YouTube or audio or both. We're going to do Drip and I. You get ready for this? And in this selection, Drip and I are going to draft our perfect Zelda team playing basketball. He still thinks it's not basketball, but it's a basketball team. We're building a basketball team with Zelda characters. It's going to be cool. Make sure you check out that piece of little content we put out. If you guys are in the stream, you're going to see it in just a second. But those of you hanging out on audio or VOD, we will see you guys next week.
Later.
You were late.
I was late. I'm getting my draft board set, dude.
That's right. Get your draft board set, everybody. Everybody, get the draft out. Get the draft out. I don't know what that means. I'm just saying it. It's just words. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, I just accidentally skipped the music. That threw me off hardcore. Guys, welcome to the after show, and it's officially the after show because you can see a little emblem that says, "Guess what? The after show." Are we ready? I'll be ready. I'll show you guys. Let me give you guys a little sneak peek of what we're dealing with here. Look at this. Look at this. It's a draft board, everybody.
Dude, I'm so ready.
So tonight is the NFL draft, if you didn't know. It's the NFL draft. And to commemorate that, Drip had a fantastic idea 30 minutes before this podcast that we should do a draft board. So I quickly set up a nice little hotkey with the draft music. And here we are. So we have up top here, we have Drip's draft board. We have my draft board. We'll do top 5. I suggest we do a full team. Drip is not about that.
We'll do 5. We'll do 5.
To keep it shorter might be better.
Yeah,
you're right.
Listen. I learned something back in my band days, right?
Yeah.
Short sets. You know, you don't play the full album when you're a small band. You go out there and you rock it. 5, 6 songs, short set. Leave them wanting more.
That's right.
Leave them wanting more.
So we're
going to do a top 5. We'll do a starting 5. Yeah. That's plenty. Totally.
I'm going to start by reading off all the options that we have from start to finish. There's 16 options. Some of them are on screen are cut off for you guys, but I can see them. So when you can't see them, but you hear their name, you know why. So starting off very first in our selection, up for draft number 1 is Yonobo from Breath. So these are all mostly Breath of the Wild characters. There's a few little additions, but we have Yonobo is your first option. You want to give a description of Yonobo, Drip?
He's a Goron. I don't know.
Perfect.
He's a silly looking Goron. I don't know.
Don't worry, Joe. I'll do it all. Don't worry. And for our second selection,
I didn't know we had to do all this. I'm just trying to draft. I got my board's ready.
His name is Sidon. You know him as One Tooth Sidon. He's got a beautiful shiny tooth. The rest are just regular. He's a Zora. He is maybe the future king of Zora. Spoilers? We don't know. We'll see. In Tears of the
I guess
Kingdom.
he would be. His father is the king.
Well, right.
He is the future king.
Is he the king in Tears of the Kingdom? We don't know.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
Are they his tears?
Do Zora even make tears? They're made of water.
No,
right?
they just are wet. I don't know.
With our third selection in the Drip Deep draft, we have Teba. as an option to draft. This is not, I keep saying selection, but we're not making any selections. Teba is an option. Obviously, you guys can choose him for your basketball team. He's got nice flight. He's got hops like Air Jordan. He can shoot the hoops with his wings. Lots of surface area. A little slippery, though. He has problems handling the ball. His passing skills are questionable. We have Teba. Next up in the Dribble Team selection, we have the fourth option, who is Riju. Riju, I don't know. She's short, but she's got that thunder helm, which maybe can get the ball stuck on her head. We don't know.
In
But
the point guard position?
She's got the handles of a
For
god.
sure. 100%.
Because she's
The
got
point
that,
guard position.
she's got that electric touch, if you know what I mean. In our fifth selection of the Dribble Team draft of Zelda, I don't know what his name is. He's that guy who wears an eye patch.
Power forward. Look
He's
out.
that guy who wears an eye patch in Zora. I don't know who he is. Do you know who he is,
No,
Drip? There's no name.
He's not in Zora's domain.
I'm sorry.
He's Goron.
In Goron land. He's the guy who wears an eye patch. You talk to him. He's a big guy.
Let's get through the people quicker. We got to get to the draft.
Shut up, Drip. I'm doing my thing. In our next selection, yeah, I'm in charge, not Drip. It's my stream. We have the Owl King. That's his name.
Who?
Owl King. The king of the owls.
Who?
Exactly.
Sorry.
In our next selection, draft, we have what is his name? I always forget his name. I just fought him last night on my stream. What the heck's his name? He's a big
Oh man,
clown guy.
Can't remember it either.
He's the king of
the Yiga guy.
The Yiga guy. I'm so bad at this.
Somebody will say it in the chat. Don't worry
That's
about
right.
it.
Perfect. Thanks, chat. Yeah,
Keep
you let
going.
them know because I can't see the chat right now. Next in the Dribble draft, we have the guy who paints stuff in Hatino, who tells you where the memories are.
Love that guy.
He's great.
He's a great locker room guy. Great locker room guy.
Exactly. Next selection is from Hyrule Warriors. We have Young Impa. Young Impa. I mean, listen, she's a ninja. Let's just get that out of the way. She's a Sheikah ninja. Next up in the draft,
Master Koga! There you go.
Master Koga, thank you. Next up in our draft, we have Babyface Purah, who's in Breath of the Wild. She's she's in charge. She's the science lady. She's very small. Next up is our first non-Breath of the Wild character. We have Toon Link. Toon Link is up for option. Does he need introduction? I think not. Next up is a guy, I don't know his name. I believe he works in the tech lab.
Oh yeah, guy from the tech lab. Yeah.
Guy from tech lab. Perfect. He won't be selected. Next up in the
he'd be lucky to be a ball boy. Sorry.
I don't even know who that is. The picture is.
I can't see it. Yeah.
I can't see either. That's the next option. Next option after that random person we have. I believe it's not Bolson, is it? It's the one.
Bolson's the one who goes to the town. I don't remember his name.
So it's
it says it right there. I just can't see it.
It's the character in.
He owns the house building company. Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Yeah, you give him the money and then you get the house in Breath of the Wild. That guy. He's got a crazy face. He makes. That's the sound he makes when he makes a house. Next up is that random lady who stands next to Riju. We don't know who she is, but she's kind of a bitch. Not gonna lie.
I mean, she's an enforcer.
The enforcer.
That's her role on the team. She's an enforcer.
She might be in the Rodman. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, that's her role.
Next up in the Dribble Team draft, I believe this is the accordion guy. You don't remember his name either.
I know this.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Hudson. It's Hudson.
Oh,
okay, his name is Bolson. Hudson is the one that leaves. Okay.
Not the guy with the accordion, though.
No, that is.
He sings to you.
Yeah.
The bird who sings.
Cass.
Thank you, Drip. I can't remember anything. But the next person need not introduction. Need not introduction. His name is a bug. You guessed it. It is Beetle. Thank you. No one's gonna select Beetle if you're crazy. Next up in the Dribble Team draft, we have one, the myth, the legend. I believe that's Ganondorf, but its head's cut off, so I can't tell. But I'm pretty sure that's Ganondorf.
It is.
I bet he'll be selected. We'll find out. Next in the Dribble Team draft, we have the man, literally the man, myth, and legend. He is as big as a tree. It's because he is a tree. He's gonna be the Joel Embiid of this team. It is the Great Deku Tree. Thank you very much.
Is that your center? Is that your center? That's your center right there.
If you think I'm not drafting him, I am drafting him. All right.
Well, I don't know. What if I get to him before you do?
I don't know, man. So next up, I'm actually going to disqualify this next one because he simply can't fit on a court. He is too large. He is too menacing. I'm not even gonna play the sound for him because he doesn't deserve one. That'd be the bad Ganon guy who has got lots of legs.
Calamity Ganon?
That one. Thank you very much. I'm like this. I'm like Pokemon with this stuff. Like
I mean, he's in
the
the
way you are with
draft.
Pokemon.
Let him be in the draft.
No, I'm disqualifying him.
I've got him on my board. He's one of my backups.
You can't draft him. If you
I
draft
can't.
him,
He's on this board. You should have taken him off. Sorry.
I can't. How do you take? I don't know how to do that.
No, you can't. You're right. He's on the board. I got it. Don't worry about it. He's one of my backups in case you take the other one that I want. I have him as a special position, but I feel like there's a few I need to take before the guy I want before him.
Okay, perfect. You made perfect sense there. Next up, we have
I know what I'm doing. Don't worry.
Twilight Princess Zelda for some reason. I'm pretty sure that let's just pretend that that's Breath of the Wild Zelda.
Thank you, Alex. Alex says if they're on the board, they're fair game.
Shut up, Alex. You don't make the rules. I do. We have Twilight Princess Zelda, even though it's supposed to be Breath of the Wild Zelda. But Drip, can we just agree to pretend that's Breath of the Wild Zelda, not Twilight Princess Zelda?
Just Zelda. It's the only Zelda on the board. It's fine. She's just Zelda.
Perfect. Next up, he's short, he's small, he's got it all going on. It's the Korok. I guess you're getting 900 Koroks. I don't know.
Oh,
it's not.
man.
There's no specifying. I think you get. Let's just say 900 Koroks. Okay.
Yeah, it's not Hetsu. It's not Hetsu.
It's
That's
not
a
Hetsu.
little Korok.
It's a little Korok.
Just a little regular
and you're
one.
getting all. If you draft it, you're getting 900 of them. Okay, that's the deal. All right. Next up,
Put him on the board.
he's a guy who really likes little guys. He likes to eat some meat that's made of stone and very hot. Hey, little guy, it's me, Daruk. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Next on the draft board, she is dead sexy. She is beautiful. She is wonderful. It is the lovely Mifa. Didn't almost forget her name. What do you mean? It's Mifa.
You had it.
Very
It's
attractive. Next up on the list, his name is I almost said vegetable. His name is a food. It's not pasta, but it's ravioli. You can draft him. I don't know why you would, though. Teppa's on the board. Next up, we have on the board, her thighs are literally made of thunder. That is Thunder Thighs. Is on the board, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, that would be, what's her real name? Thunder Thighs. Duh. Forget her real name.
Urbosa.
Urbosa. Next up on the list, we have, she has arthritis. She has Alzheimer's. She can't walk. She has no legs anymore.
Man.
She's 900 years old. She once sat for 1 billion years to wait for Link and then died immediately. Spoilers. No, she didn't. We have Impa. Sure she is.
Old Impa.
Old Impa. She's very persistent.
She's like coach. She's like assistant coach.
Yeah.
The one that was just.
Coach. Not even. She's been alive for 1,000 years, and you're gonna make her assistant
She's too
coach.
old now.
But she knows things, man. She knows how to run a
she's
triangle
losing
offense.
a lot.
She can handle a triangle offense, Drip.
For sure, 100%. The
Thank
triangle
you.
offense. Okay.
You see that? You like that? Did you like that?
Yep.
Thank you. Actually,
Chicago Bulls.
I said
and
offense.
Zelda.
I
love
meant
it.
I meant defense because it's triangle defense, not
Okay,
offense.
whatever.
Anyway, next up. I mean, he literally needs no introduction. Link. Next on the Uncle Geeb podcast draft selection is he's the guy. You may know him as the old man, but actually, he's a king who's dead. It's King
wizard,
Rome. Everyone, hey, 100 years ago, I died because I suck. King Rome. I can do a really good King Rome impression because it's not that hard. No cap. That guy did a bad job.
Keep it
Next
moving.
up, listen, I'm gonna make this entertaining, whether you like it or not. Next
I'm
up,
entertained. Totally entertained.
he's a boy. Don't touch him. That's illegal. It's Ocarina of Time, Baby Link. There he is. You can't. You know when you play that game, you can't hit him because if you do, it's a sexual crime.
Okay, keep moving.
The last
Wait, is
one.
that the? Okay, last one. Yeah.
Drip's not entertaining my antics. The very last one.
I want to draft, man. I'm excited.
I don't know what her name is. She's little.
No, it's Robbie.
Oh, it's Robbie. It's Robbie. It's Robbie. That's right. It's Robbie. Robbie's in the
Look at the
draft.
stance, dude.
I'm sorry. I remembered it earlier, but I couldn't remember now. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm mentally ill. I don't know yet. I gotta go to the doctor. So we're gonna draft these teams now. Drip it. We've gotten there. We're here. We've drafted the teams. Now here's the thing. The chat gets to decide who gets the first pick. And whoever gets the first pick, that's the wrong screen because you guys shouldn't see those things. So chat, it's up to you guys to decide who gets to pick first. Actually, we can do a poll. We can do a poll and start a poll. I'm gonna do one. Who gets?
I think since I won
first
all of the all of our lists for things we might see in Nintendo Directs, I won 2 and you won 0.
Can you shut your trap?
I should get the first pick, or maybe you should get the first pick because you're last and I'm first.
It's more fun to see what the chat chooses, guys. The chat, it's up to you guys. You guys in the chat get to decide who gets the first pick. Water is good.
Oh, it's all right. Summer Shandy's much better. Got a second one.
Let's see if this podcast let's see if this is the last podcast episode. You guys know that I upload this podcast. It's my job. Drip just shows up. If you guys offend me, then there's no more podcast. How you feel about that? How you feel? The poll is running. I don't know how long it
I don't know.
lasts.
Fappy and I talked about possible podcasts, so
that's true. The Fappy and Drip podcast is possible.
I could replace you with an Australian with a beautiful voice.
That would be a good idea, but I don't suggest you do it because that hurt me. Excuse my belch. Hello, what's up, Harry? Did you do good in your test? Did you good do?
Oh, what's up, Harry? You made it for the draft.
You missed what I just said. I can't believe what I just said. Did you good do? Did you good do on that test?
Did you good do on your test?
Did you good do on that test?
I hope you good, dude.
So far, I don't know how many. Oh, there's 4 votes, and all of them are for Drip Media. This poll will end in 2 minutes. I'm giving you guys till 20. 20 on the hour.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the first pick.
We have 4 votes. Oh, there's 14 of you, and there's only 4 votes. Okay, I think you guys can do better.
I'm trying to really think about who I want first, because I got some surprises. I don't think you're gonna like my first picks, but I'm going for. I don't know.
I haven't thought about this one bit. And the chat's gonna decide who won, by the way, because we can't actually play basketball.
Okay, I've got. Let me see. On my board, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right now. And if I start getting low, I have a few more I could probably pull up to the board. But I think I'm feeling pretty good about getting everybody I want.
Alex,
mostly.
Shut your. If you don't want to be here, Alex, get out. Scram. Be a nuisance somewhere else. Did you good do? Did you good do?
One of our native instruments. I did a good do.
Oh my God! Did you good do?
Fappy, listen, dude, we're gonna have to start a podcast together.
Oh my God!
Jeeb's losing his damn mind here.
Oh my God, Fappy, I love you.
All right, how much longer do we have? It's 100% me, dude. Take my pick.
It's only 5 votes, man.
Okay, how much longer is left in the poll?
It might be over. I don't know. Why do you guys hate me? What is this? What is this nonsense?
100%.
It's only 5 votes.
100% me.
It was only 5 votes.
All right, give me the sound.
100% of 33% of people watching us currently. How do you feel about that? There was 2/3 who could have voted for me that didn't because they.
But they didn't. They chose to vote no one. 5 people stood up and said, "That's my guy." Right there. Give me the music.
You guys suck. With the first pick of the 2023 inaugural Zelda Draft, Drip Media selects.
I select Ganondorf as my first pick.
Ganondorf has been selected. Ganondorf.
I gotta take him. He not only
he's got no head though. Have you considered the fact that he can't see?
You know what? He's a presence. He's my center. He's a presence. He's one of those guys that's gonna get in there. He's gonna take one for the team if he's got to, and he's gonna be able to protect my other guys. You know, I mean, he's an all-around player. He scores
the power
inside.
Triforce. You're not gonna lie. You're not lying.
He's got the power Triforce. I mean, he's gonna move some bodies if he needs to.
Yeah.
Ganondorf.
Well, everyone, that means he's number 1 pick. That means that it's my selection now, and I think you kind of forced my hand on this selection.
I know where you're going.
I don't have a choice.
I wasn't gonna choice.
I wasn't gonna select them, but I have no choice. With the second pick of the 2023 inaugural Zelda Draft, Uncle Geeb Productions selects. His mouse has been hovering over it. Link.
Yeah, I knew
Link
that was coming.
has been selected. Link is the only thing that has stopped Ganondorf about 1,000 times. You literally had the worst pick right there, Drip. And
That's
I'll tell
good,
you why.
dude. You had a great pick.
I'll tell you why. No,
You got a leader.
Let me tell you why he's the worst pick, because Link has stopped him in every game that Ganondorf is there. He's killed him. So guess what? Joke's on you, buddy. Your pick has been erased. Third pick of the draft is up. Drip, you have the third pick.
Did you already do the music?
With the third pick in the Drip Media and Uncle Geeb Productions draft, Drip Media selects
I'm taking Young Impa.
Young Impa. So this one right here, right?
Yes.
Right there. Young Impa has been selected with the third overall pick.
Listen, she's my point guard. She's
ninja.
fast. She's a ninja. She can handle the rock. I mean, she's going to be able to distribute the ball where I need it to be, when I need it to be there. I mean, right now, I think I've already got an unstoppable team, just the two of them.
It's not a bad pick. It's not a bad pick. I do have a pick that I'm thinking about right now as we speak. I'm thinking over and over who I should pick. You know what, Drip? I need a big body on my team. I
You
think
do.
now. You have a big body on your team. He's probably a power forward, LeBron James style, Ganondorf. So I do need someone to counteract that. But there is no perfect selection. It is Ganondorf after all. So.
Yeah, I got the big guy.
With that being said.
Number one big guy, he's mine.
With the fourth overall pick.
I got Shaq.
In the Drip and G podcast draft, I'm going to call it something different every time. Uncle Geeb Productions selects Daruk.
I knew it. I knew you were going Daruk. Good pick, dude. It's a good pick.
It just moved.
He's solid.
He's literally solid. He's made of rock.
He's solid. He's solid. That was
my explanation of Daruk. I don't know if he's going to play the 4 or the 5 yet. We will see. But Daruk is a big body, as I said. He is probably the strongest, if not... Well, he is the strongest character in the game. He's made of rocks, okay? He is a god made of rocks. I think he's a champion. How can you go wrong with Daruk? Daruk, he might be a little bit shorter in stature, but is a thick boy. Let's just say he's prime Montrezl Harrell for you basketball fans. Not that is no. Not Montrezl Harrell. I don't know. Some guy who's short and stocky who played Charles Barkley. That's a good one. Charles Barkley. He's the Charles Barkley.
Okay.
Of the champions.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. With the is the pick in, Drip? Is the pick in?
The pick is in. The
pick is in. With the fifth pick in the Drip and G podcast inaugural Zelda Draft, Drip Media.
Well,
who do you select?
I've got my center. I've got my point guard. You know what we're looking for now, right? We're looking for a shooter.
Oh, okay. A shooter.
And we're gonna go with Rivali.
Rivali has been selected. I think that is the worst pick of the draft, Drip.
Now listen, I will admit, not a great guy for locker room morality.
No,
he's not that guy. He's not that guy. But I tell you what, he's gonna score me some buckets, guaranteed.
Is he Jimmy Bucket? Did you see that fucking game last night?
I did not. No, I did not see
dude,
it.
Dude, that was literally the best basketball game I've ever seen in my life. That Miami and Bucks game was insane last night. I can't. This is not a basketball podcast, but if it was, I talk about that. I actually need a second here to think, because you clearly thought a lot about this. I have not. I'm basically making reactionary picks at this point. I need to pick the best player on the board.
I've got the rest of my team already selected. I actually have backups too. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
I need the best. I need the best player. The person on this board who is the overall best player.
You've already got him.
I'm gonna go sideways here, Drip.
Is the pick in?
The pick is in. With the sixth pick in the 2023 inaugural Drip and G podcast draft, Zelda.
Oh,
Uncle Geeb has selected.
No! Good pick.
Ocarina of Time
Oh.
Link.
Oh. Okay.
Ocarina of Time
Good.
Link will
Good.
play my
thought you were-
shooting. He will play my shooting guard. What better player to have next to your point guard than the younger, more spry version of that player? It's like you drafted old MJ from the Wizards and then you put Chicago Bulls MJ next to him.
North
All right?
Carolina MJ.
North Carolina MJ. I don't know why I chose that pick. That's not what I was going for. I thought, what better pick than the?
I thought you were taking my
yeah.
pick. I thought you were taking my pick. My pick is in.
I know where your pick is going because I was hovering over it. With the 7th pick of the Drip and Geeb draft of Zelda variety, who do you pick, Drip?
I take Princess Zelda. She's got the power of light. Some might call it the power of flight.
That's a great pick, man. Can I be honest with you for a second?
Yeah.
Totally forgot she was on the board.
I thought you were taking her, dude. I thought you said Zelda the way that you said it, and I was like, no, you took her, but you just meant the Zelda draft. Yeah, you have not made me do anything I don't want to do yet, except for obviously Link. I wanted main Link too, but
your team sucks, by the way. I just want to say your team sucks.
My team is stacked. I got my 2 wings right here. I've got my point guard. I got 1 big body. I mean, go ahead, make your pick.
I'm thinking here. We got some options left.
I mean, I'm ready for you.
Who is this?
I've got 2, and I don't know which one I'm gonna go with.
All right, everybody, with the 8th pick in the Drip and Geeb draft for Zelda, and different name again, Uncle Geeb Productions selects This is tough. It's very tough. Should I choose a painter? Do I choose a salesman? Do I choose 900 Koroks?
Pick!
I choose Thunder Thighs as my next selection. Thunder Thighs goes number 8 in the Drip and Geeb podcast draft of Zelda.
All right.
I'm glad I took your pick. That makes me happy because I thought that was a good pick, and now you confirmed it was a good pick.
It's a good pick. That's a great pick.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a rebounder. She's a rebounder.
She's an everything. No, she's an all-around player.
Yeah, she's gonna be able to move people around, get those rebounds. My last pick is in.
The pick is in. Drip and Geeb or Drip. What do you select?
Well, as you've seen, I've got my wings. I've got my point guard.
You have literal wings.
I have, I got 1 big man under there. I want another big man. I'm going with a big man. We're talking tall. This guy is huge. We're going with our boy Sidon.
Oh, with the 9th pick goes to Drip, and it's Sidon. That was probably gonna be my pick, Drip. I'm kind of mad.
I mean, I'm sorry. You can't, dude. You can't.
We've split the champions. You see our board? We've split the champions.
Oh yeah, we did. Wonderful.
We're gonna talk about who wins this after this.
Yeah. Oh, this is good. I want to see your last pick though. Is the pick in?
No, I gotta think about it because you had time to think about it. I have this whole board in front of me.
Who's your 5, man? Who's your 5?
Let's see here. Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. What do I do? Chat, help me out. What do I do, chat? Let me think. Chat can help. This is the last pick.
No. Don't help him.
They can't help me? Okay, I can't see the chat anyway. Man, who is this guy? Who's that guy?
It's the guy from the tech lab. I don't know. Dude.
Oh, yeah, guy in corner.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, boy. I don't know his name.
All right. I think there's actually 2 ones I want. One I think is obvious. I think this one's obvious. The pick is in. With the final and the 10th and final pick of the 2023 Drip and Geeb Shavaganza Zelda Draft, Uncle Geeb Productions selects Spidey leg Ganon guy.
Oh, you were trying to pull him off the board. He was my backup. If you took regular Ganondorf, I was going to take him.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back. Actually, I'll leave the screen up so you guys can see who we have. We'll just keep it here. We have a board, guys. We have a board.
Dude, both of those are solid starting fives.
Now, Drip, I want you to, from position left to right, you tell me what the order is. Who's point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. And just tell me who's who, and I'll move it for you. So we have a visual.
I don't know. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let you pick with Ganondorf and Sidon. I don't know. Either way. I mean, where would I put a taller guy?
Who's your
Which
point
position?
guard, Drip? Who's your point guard?
Point guard's Impa. Young Impa is the point guard.
Young Impa is your point guard of your
Handling
team.
the rock, for sure.
Handling the rock.
Shooting guard is Rivali, 100%.
Ravioli is the shooting guard. Any particular reason why, Drip?
He's an archer, dude. He shoots. That's
pinpoint
literally what
shooter.
he does.
That's a good point. Now, he shoots arrows. Does
No,
that
it's
affect
fine.
Your, affect your opinion in any way of basketball?
It equates to the same exact thing. Buckets, three-pointers, half-court shots
where
all
do you guys,
day.
Where do you
He's
guys
the
Zelda?
Steph Curry of Zelda.
All right, fine. Where do you guys Zelda?
Zelda's on the other wing. She's over there. She's ready.
She's the small forward?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. And then Ganondorf will be your 4, and I'll give you 5. Sidon will be your 5. Is that what you want?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
I would have gone Sidon 3 if I was you. I would have chosen Sidon 3. That's my personal opinion. You don't actually have a great. You have a positionless team, I would say. A more positionless team.
Yeah, dude, we're fluid. We're fluid.
You're fluid.
We run the triangle, dude. It's fine.
All right, so. For my point guard, now this is gonna be my team is very much positionless. I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna choose my team. Basically, I'm setting up a lineup against your team. That's essentially what I'm gonna do. So, in my 4 position, guarding Ganondorf, I'm gonna have Calamity Ganon because I feel like at this point for me, that's my best course of action because you have both. You have 2 pieces. Can we not? Chat, I'm kind of swaying the argument for Drip here because I love him and he picked a good team. Although I will say this, you have picked 2 pieces of the Triforce. You have wisdom, and you have power.
Yeah, listen, Zelda.
That's gonna be hard to do.
Zelda is my team captain, just so you know. That's my team captain. She's the one giving the speeches in the locker room. She's the one, sometimes she runs the huddles and the timeouts, dude. It's fine. I let her go. Yeah. It's fine.
For my small forward position, and again, this is more reactionary to your team, I'm going to go ahead and choose Adult Link, who's going to go on Zelda here. And here's why. I think I'm also going to keep Toon Link, like I said, as the 2 guard. So here's the thing. If Zelda gets the ball and she's on her own, I have 2 pieces of the Triforce to get to as a shooting guard at small forward. Or if Ganondorf gets the ball, I have basically Ganondorf's bigger brother, and I have the courage of Triforce. So I feel like I can cover you in all assets, your Zelda and your Ganondorf with my Toon Link, Link, and Ganondorf, and Big Ganon. That's my
Calamity Ganon.
Calamity Ganon, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and move Daruk down to the center position, and I'm going to move Thunder Thighs to my point guard position.
That's probably smart.
That's smart basketball.
I can tell you right now, young Link ain't holding a candle to Rivali. He's gonna break his ankles. Dude. Break his ankles.
You know what? That's not. Listen, you have the Klay Thompson right there. You got Klay Thompson as your 2 guard. Can Klay Thompson be stopped? Not really. Klay Thompson is a sharpshooter. He's probably the best shooter of all time, if not right next to Steph Curry. The 2 of them are gonna be 1 and 2 best shooters of all time.
Yeah.
So you have basically number 2 of all time right there, and that's there's nothing I can do about that. I'm just gonna fight offense with offense. Toon Link is an all-around shooting guard. He is. What's a good comparison? Who's Allen Iverson? Because Allen Iverson was not a great shooter.
I see Muggsy Bogues in the chat.
Muggsy Bogues is a great one. That's a great one. He's very
old
small,
school, baby. Charlotte Hornet, let's go.
I'll say Muggsy. I have no problem saying he's Muggsy Bogues, but I would say he's more Allen Iverson because Allen Iverson was also short, but he was a jack of all trades player. He could handle the ball, he could shoot, he could play make. He was the guy with.
I'll tell you what he didn't do. Practice.
I was. If you were gonna make a Lakers joke, I was gonna take out this finger to you. Thank you for not doing that. He didn't practice. You're right.
No, I was just gonna say practice.
All right, let's start to the chat here. I need to see the chat, but I can't do that at the same time while you guys can see the board. So we're gonna have to just kind of do this off memory for you guys. So we'll I can see it right. Whatever.
Are you putting up a poll to see whose team is better?
I will do that, Drip. I will indeed do that.
I think I already know the answer. I think you do too.
No, because we're gonna sway the chat. That's what we're gonna do. You and I are gonna sit here and explain our decisions.
I don't need to. My team speaks for me. I've explained every position in great detail, why they're there, what they do, what they bring to the team. I mean, the only thing we have bad going right now is sometimes Rivali's an asshole in the locker room, but we got Zelda. She brings it right back, dude. It's fine. We're a unit. We are a unit.
While you have 2 pieces of the Triforce, I also have 2 as well. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, I didn't even talk about my other piece of the Triforce yet.
Yeah, I have
Power.
both courages. The winner of every Zelda game you've ever played. I have 2 of them. Okay? 2 of them.
You know, power. Ganondorf reincarnated no matter what, dude.
Yeah, but I can double team you all day long with both power.
That's
with
fine,
both,
and I will dish it to Rivali, and he will never miss.
Thunderthighs can
team
snap
anybody. Double team anybody on my team. I dare you, because we'll get Rivali open. That's it.
I can snap my fingers, or both can snap her fingers, and that ball becomes dust, my friend.
Yeah, and that's going to be a technical foul. That's going to be a technical foul.
No, her defense is of all-time tier. You can't stop Thunderthighs.
Make sure you guys vote.
She can jump 400 feet in the air. Look at those thighs. Okay? What we got? We
got no votes. Nobody's voting.
Nobody's voting. We failed, Drip. This is not entertaining. Not a game. Not a game. Not a game.
Practice.
We talking about practice. You guys can vote in the poll. It's at the top of your chat. If you guys are looking on YouTube right there, you look at your chat where you can type chat. Just go above that. Above where all the other comments go, you can vote in the poll. We have one vote.
Oh, wait. Yes.
We have one vote. I bet that was Adam. I guarantee you 100% that was Adam. Being all...
Hey.
Just kidding. I love you, Adam. One vote for Drip. That cannot be the deciding. We need at least 10 votes. I accept nothing less.
I think the chat has just become one community and voted together.
Shut up, Drip.
And this is the result. Right?
We have 10 more minutes before we have to get off the stream.
Yeah, I mean, I should probably.
Oh,
well, thank you, Christopher. We share names too, so it's like, kind of got to vote for me. Right?
Chris, thank you for voting. I don't thank you for the vote that you made, though.
It's 50-50. Uh-oh.
Why do you think I was saying uh-oh?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
No. Somebody give me a vote in there.
No, you give Drip the vote. I can show you guys the...
Happy says he can't vote.
Why not?
I don't know.
One more time for the teams.
Either way.
Impa, Rivali,
there we go.
Zelda,
there we go.
Ganondorf, or Sidon, or versus Thunderthighs, Toon Link, Regular Link, Calamity Ganon, and Daruk. Oops, wrong screen.
I mean, your team is good, dude. Your team is good. It's just not.
Oh man, you took a big lead.
Oh man,
took a big lead, Drip.
Thank you,
not
chat.
Looking good for me.
Guys are awesome.
Chat, we need more.
Awesome.
We need more. Come on. I wish you could vote. I should have had this. You could vote as many times as you want. It would just be chaos, like Twitch.
No.
40-60. We need 2 more votes, guys. The next 2 votes decide it. And if Drip gets any more votes, it's over.
Come on. Look at that team, guys.
Official decision. If Drip gets one more vote, it's over. If you vote me in, there's still a ball game to be had. Let's go, guys. What are you gonna do? 5 votes are in. Drip has the lead.
Oh, I'm nervous.
I know. I've made the rules. I probably to my detriment. Let's see. Geeb chose a child. Listen, dude, it's the courage of you. I thought that pick would be a good pick, man. I thought that was a low key. Like, if you have 2 Links, you automatically win the game, man. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but it's Child Link.
So what? It's Link.
Like,
either
you
way.
think Rivali is bad in the locker room? I bet he's ass. I bet he's dipshit. Like every time he walks away, everyone's like, God,
no,
bless.
No, man. He's the guy. He's
No,
the
he's
guy.
not the guy. He thinks that's the problem. He thinks he's the guy. That's the whole problem.
Guys, there's a poll. You got to vote into who has the better team. I'll read off the teams again.
Put up the team again.
You got it.
Put up the teams. I'm telling you, I'm unstoppable, dude. That point guard, Young Impa is the point guard. Did you see her in what was it, Hyrule Warriors? Dude, she literally like.
Yeah, but I have the best defender on the board.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. He's got like 7 arms or something.
I have 2 of the best defenders on the board. Thunder Thighs too.
Yeah, that was my pick.
And Daruk is a rock, man.
I took Sidon, but I wanted Urbosa.
Let's go pick by pick, huh? Let's go what's her name? Impa, Young Impa versus the champion Urbosa. I think that vote goes to me. What do you think?
Dude, she's quick. She's so fast. I mean, you know.
Are you gonna vote for yourself for that one?
Yeah, I think she's one of my strongest players.
I'm gonna give you too. I'm gonna give you the edge for Rivali for sure. I'll give you the edge for Raleigh. Zelda or Link.
That's close, dude. That's close. That's really close.
It could be a wash. Could be a wash.
1-on-1. Yeah.
Ganondorf versus the Calamity Gang.
I think you got me there.
And Daruk versus Sidon. No, don't even. He's a fish. Don't even.
He's just a rock.
He's not just a rock. He's a rock with amazing power. He's a little guy. He's Daruk.
He's not a little guy. He's a big
guy.
I
think it's dead even. If you give me
I'm
Daruk,
telling you,
it's dead even.
Yeah, I'm saying these teams they're good teams. They're good teams.
Urbosa is as an outlier. I really think Urbosa's better.
You got the wrong screen up there again.
God damn it. I keep pressing that button. All right, guys. I think it's all we got, Drip. I think that's all.
I think it's done. I think I win.
I think the results are inconclusive.
It says 60-40 right there.
It says inconclusive because there's only 5 votes.
It says
we had 6 people. We had 6 people refuse to vote. That doesn't count.
But those people stood up. 60% of those people.
I call for a recount of this election. I think it was rigged.
All right, enough.
We had Fabby said he couldn't vote. That's rigged.
He would have voted for me.
No, he didn't. He did.
He would have.
Fappy, who?
See, look, dripping Fappy pod all day. Look, see.
Fappy, who would you vote for, Fappy? We'll give you the tiebreaker. I mean, not the tiebreaker.
It's gonna be me.
If you guys didn't vote in the poll, you can actually let's do this, Drip, instead. If you're in the chat and you want to vote but you couldn't do it in the poll for some reason because it wasn't letting you, just say Drip or Geeb in the chat. I'll give you guys 1 minute. Go crazy. We should have did that before. Why didn't I think of that before? He's not just a boulder. He's a rock.
The poll was better. The poll was better. I won both polls.
If you're not able to vote in the poll, is it a fair poll at all? I actually did vote, and I already.
Champions. The champions are here.
Guys.
That's it.
That's it. Bye. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
I'm just kidding. I love you guys too much.
Oh, we're back.
I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
Seriously.
I can't do that to you.
Seriously.
Can't do it to you.
I'm done.
Drip, you can't win with a child chasing Navi instead of balling. That's me. I can't win with a child chasing Navi.
It's trash night. Fuck yes, Mega. It is trash night.
It's always trash night. It's podcast night. Guys, but for real, though, we are going to go. This has been fun. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I got to get these episodes. I guess we'll do a video. You want to do a video or is that too long? Might be too long.
I mean, if we cut it up a little bit, I think it'd be fine. It's going to need to be cut up.
That's work.
Send it to me. I'll cut it up.
I'll do it.
I said I'd do it.
But you have more to do than I do. I'll do it.
Whatever.
Jerk.
I offered.
I know you did. I got to give myself something to do. Would you have been? It would have been a great video without 20 minutes of Geeb introducing. Oh my God, Alex, you're a prick.
I don't think we needed all that. We're probably gonna have to cut that. It's too long. It's too long. We got to get right into the draft. Cut it up.
I guess not everyone realizes greatness at first.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see you guys.
Goodbye,
next week.
everybody. Thank you.